Okay, welcome. This is Grant. So this was the morning trade. So just to orient your eyes on my chart here. So I trade the E-minis. This is July. Here we are. We are on July 21st, and I trade on a on Pacific time zone. So the market here, market open is right here at 6:30. 6:30 is market open Pacific time. Pretty simple trading system. All right. So the trading system is fairly clear. Just a couple things to think about. First of all, here is the 20 moving average. So nothing fancy, nice and clean, really crisp. And then here is my TM2 signal secret. Now, it takes two things, okay? It takes an arrow up here, all right? And it takes one of these little blocks with a dot in it, all right? So you're looking for those two things. So here we are. I'm just going to point out, here we are right as the market is about to open. That's a great signal. You take that trade. See, you've got this right here, and you got that. You take a trade, and you manage your way out of it. Now, one of the key things about the market is knowing about a loss, right? Knowing about when the market's turning. So here's another signal right here, right? So it comes right there. Now let's say that you took that. Turns out though that the market turns on us, right? So I'm just going to change the color of this. Let's just mark it. We'll just mark it red here. All right. So it's important to note signal failure because that is much of an indicator as anything. So you have a trading strategy to deal with that. The strategy says, oh, came back. Look, I took a loss on that one. But now the market's telling me something else. I don't yet have a signal yet. When I come down here, I don't have the dot in my green box. But I get to right here, and I've got an arrow with a dot in my green box. Market conditions are favorable for this to go up. And indeed, it does. All right. And here we go. We're coming to another trading opportunity. Here we've got another signal right here. But again, what did we talk about earlier? We talked about failure. And so in this case, it rolls over, right, hits your stop and rolls off. So in fact, the market was turning, right? So taking the managed and measured loss is critical. It's all about shifting our minds and our opinions to be in line with the market. So in this case, here's the trade opportunity. You take it to pay for the trade, take it down, and eventually it turns back against. Now, here, this could be a small win or a break-even sort of trade. Here's another opportunity where the market moves up, comes up above the 20, and we maybe get enough to pay for the trade, but again, it's going to turn right back against us. And so I'm going to declare that one was a break-even at best, maybe even a little loss. All right, now we come back around and we continue with the system, but the system will pay you back. And so here's another significant payback. All right, so we come ahead. This is not a trade entry, so the signals don't line up, but we have another short scalping opportunity right here. Now, again, it's important to note, again, the failures. So while this is a win, right, and you manage your stops up here, right, to protect and take the small win, what you're really interested here is to know that this, in fact, was a failure right there, meaning the market was continuing to give the signals at that moment that it's going to go down further. But in fact, turns around, the bulls come in, right? Got to have good trade management, get yourself out. But in fact, now it's time to line up. And now we've got enough of the right signals to say, yep, we can enter and follow it up. So here we've got several good signals. 1, and then there's a loss. 2, and then there's a loss. 3, and then there's a loss or break even. 4, we made money there. 5, 6. All right. So what's critical, and this was today, this was July 21st. Keep an eye on just the simple, clean trading signals and be willing to say, okay, the market switched and I'm going to switch with it. You will come ahead doing that. Thanks for joining.